I am Dr. Patrick Sullivan, Superintendent of Schools for the Liberty Central School District. The planning process for this proposed capital project began in the 2021-2022 school year. Our Buildings and Ground committees felt it was essential that we took the time to analyze multiple data points to ensure that we are proposing a plan to our school community that best supports our students and their families. We took part in a capacity study to see how well or how much our current space accommodates our students. Moreover, we did a long-term demographic study. This is to see what's the future projections of how many students we would have to serve in the future. Finally, in the 2022 school year, we took part in our Buildings and Conditions survey. That data point was extremely important and is extremely important because it identified key health and safety items that the district should address. The key benefits of our proposed capital project is to ensure that we're creating a safe, healthy, and comfortable schooling environment for our students, and we're providing educational opportunities that allow our students to thrive and contribute throughout a diverse community. The total cost of the proposed project is $42.7 million. This proposed project has a zero tax impact on our school community. Our community will be able to vote on this proposed capital project on January 16th, 2024 from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Liberty High School. At the high school, we're taking the steps that we're hoping to programmatically inspire innovation by enhancing our cafeteria, creating an innovation lab, and updating our guidance suite so we can allow our students to have more opportunities to have college and career exploration.
One of the improvements is to our 300 wing in our high school. The 300 wing is the hallway that connects our gymnasium to our cafeteria. The upgrades to our 300 wing include upgrades to classrooms that increase the space and the capacity within each classroom. The enhancement of our classroom spaces will allow us to increase the opportunities for students to work collaboratively, flexible seating options in spaces that are safe and open. The improvements to the office areas in our 300 wing include enhancements and upgrades of our guidance suite to make it more open, inviting, and collaborative for students preparing for college, career, or the military. The nurse's office will be a larger overall space and also better utilized for the multiple opportunities that we give our students throughout the year to receive health services. The improvements to our cafeteria and our senior lounge include upgrades in seating that allow for students to have conversations and be comfortable while having their lunch. The cafeteria changes include closing off the cafeteria space to allow it to be a space that is safe in the event of an emergency. The senior lounge improvements include opening the space so it becomes a part of the cafeteria rather than being closed off as it is now. This makes the space safer and more easy to supervise, but also represents upgrades that are more comfortable and inviting for our seniors who earn that privilege. The Innovation Lab will be improving and enhancing our current materials and processing wood shop. Where our current materials and processing wood shop is now will be expanded to include a space that is currently used by our Buildings and Grounds to house equipment and other products. So our materials and processing wood shop will expand into that space, roughly doubling the space that it is now. So the Innovation Lab space will be used for collaboration and self-directed and independent learning projects, as well as group learning projects. The athletic field improvements include athletic improvements that we will gain from having a first-class turf field with lights and an upgraded sound system. The athletic field upgrades include many enhancements to our current programming. One is that our physical education classes will be able to use that space much more thoroughly throughout the year. Additionally, our athletic teams who routinely have sectional games played in our facility will have the advanced opportunity of having a field that is not affected by weather patterns such as excessive rain or early season snow. The athletic field improvements include track resurfacing, which is a needed component to support our track and field programs. The athletic field improvements include bleachers and stands, a press box that allows for other teams and our teams to complete the scouting necessary for those sports, and for our teams to get the recognition that they deserve via an announcer that is using a quality sound system. The infrastructure improvements to our high school are necessary to continue to keep our students and staff as safe as possible. The improvement of our infrastructure at the high school includes repairing our exterior stairs, adding an emergency generator, upgrading carbon monoxide alarms, and improving our HVAC controls.
The primary focus for this proposed project at Liberty Middle School is health and safety. We are looking to update 41 doors, enhance our HVAC controls from pneumatic to digital, upgrade our electric panel and distribution components, and also adding a new emergency generator and hardwiring carbon monoxide alarm systems. Overall, these steps will help Liberty Middle School be a safer and more energy efficient building. For Liberty Elementary School, health and safety is that building's focus as well. We're looking to ensure that our guardrails or our railings within the gymnasium are ADA compliant. We're looking to upgrade the ventilation systems in the gymnasium. Currently, the gymnasium does not have a ventilation system. Therefore, the district is making sure to take the steps to upgrade and implement a ventilation system to ensure the best airflow for our students. We're going to be taking the steps to repair some wood floors in our classrooms, replace our classroom univents. Each of these steps will create a more comfortable and efficient learning environment for our students.
Hello, I'm Lorene McKenna, the Assistant Superintendent for Business at Liberty Central School District. On January 16, 2024, the taxpayers in the Liberty Central School District will have the opportunity to vote on a capital project in the amount of $42,689,222. This capital project will have a zero tax impact on the taxpayers of the district as a result of using funds from the capital reserve as well as our building aid support. We are able to do this because the district currently has a capital reserve fund of approximately $10 million and receives building aid at a ratio of approximately 90%. This project will focus on the health and safety needs of our students as well as enhancing programming for our student body and the community.
The overall purpose of this proposed project is to inspire innovation and empower our students so they can thrive in a diverse community and pursue their potential beyond the walls of Liberty Central School District. Please come out to vote on January 16th, 2024 from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Liberty High School Gymnasium.